Anyway, I don't want to talk about the East anymore. Let's talk about the West.
VIII.
Let's talk about a claim you made on this very pod.
Mm-hmm.
An outrageous claim.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you're not in the mental asylum right now. Look at you flicking through your phone with your glasses on to hide your crazy eyes.
It's crazy eyes.
Your crazy eyes, dog.
Crazy eyes.
Please explain your statement about Kawhi.
So I said Kawhi was the best in the game and I said he's going to prove it. His playoffs obviously let me down. He had his LeBron Dallas moment.
Obviously he let you down.
He had his LeBron Dallas
What?
moment. Yeah, he did have his LeBron Dallas moment.
Is that what you're going to put choke it down to? LeBron Dallas one?
No, he had his unacceptable. He had his unacceptable playoff howler. He was terrible. And especially in the fourth quarter, I believe he didn't score any points in the game 5, 6 and 7 fourth quarters. That's unacceptable for a guy who I claim to be the best in the land. And he proved me wrong, you know. There's many different reasons or excuses you can give, but I'm going to go down to the fact that, I don't know, they've done a load of management. He seemed leggy. Those guys complaining about being tired. They couldn't sustain the game 7 push. It was horrendous. They would say lack of chemistry, but that's on them. You know, you wanted to do load management, blah, 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 blah. I mean, he didn't have the goods. He didn't have the goods when it mattered the most, and Kawhi usually does. And to be fair, what I would say, I misinterpreted the situation, the Clippers situation. Because Kawhi generally joined teams that were already, they just needed an extra piece. An extra piece was Kawhi. So he joined the Raptors, they already had their system set, blah, 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 and the extra piece was Kawhi. Obviously the Spurs, the system was already there. He joined and, you know, he improved. You know, he got a Finals MVP because he got LeBron well. But that could have gone to other guys like Parker, Ginobili and Tim Duncan that season as well.
Mm-hmm.
He had Golden State with KD down at 20 points in late of quarter 3. He got injured. You know, I think they went on to win their first championship, I believe. The Golden State, KD versus Golden State, and yeah, he had his choke moment. I mean, that's what separates. Sorry to go for a tangent. That's what separates Michael Jordan from these guys, because he doesn't really have a moment like that where he just flat out choked.
Don't raise his 80s.
I don't raise his 80s. He doesn't have.
He didn't win. He was getting swept.
No, there's difference from losing.
He getting swept.
And getting swept and choking.
He got swept.
Yeah, he got swept. Everyone's been swept too, but.
Who's been swept?
Not everyone, but people have lost.
Has Kawhi been swept?
No, okay, not everyone's been swept, but he got swept. He didn't choke, and he still put up 60. That's the thing. It wasn't a series you thinking, oh, Michael Jordan only got 10 points.
We're talking about he played the box as well in those days.
Yeah, when he was like,
and he got swept.
He was a sophomore. I think he got 1 game out of them.
No, he didn't.
You want to bet?
He didn't get a game against the Bucks.
You want to bet?
He got swept.
Do you want to bet?
Against Sidney Moncrief and then man.
Bet at dinner, another one.
Let's bet this. He got swept. He got swept.
We'll check it now.
80.
85.
No, 85 Celtics. 86.
Okay, we'll check it now.
He got swept. Didn't put that in the documentary, did you, Jordan? Didn't ya? You didn't put that one in the documentary.
I've also some animosity for Michael Jordan.
No, because I'm not changing the topic. This is about Kawhi. Then we're going to put this on Kawhi.
Yeah, Kawhi has to wear it. He's going to wear it tough. I mean, obviously.
We're going to wear it. Kawhi's going to wear it. Doc's going to wear it. And Melo is going to wear it. Yes.
Oh, I'll wear it.
Melo May is going to wear it on his shoulders.
But like I said,
look at you. Don't change the subject. Tell me how poor Kawhi is. Tell me, because I would have said.
He was missing shots. He wasn't good enough.
He was missing his shots. He looked lethargic. He looked tired.
Yeah.
What was all that load management saying?
Did I mention load management? He wasn't good enough. I mean, that's what I can say. He wasn't good enough. He choked.
He wasn't good enough.
What do you want me to say? He wasn't good enough. He choked. I hold him accountable. It's also on him.
That Clippers team is unhinged. They became unhinged every time the game got tight against Denver. They just fell apart. They fell apart. Where's their leader? Where's the closer?
You owe me 3 dinners.
No, I don't.
You do.
Did he? Which year?
He played in 85, his first season. He lost 3-1. Best of 3.
I said 86.
86 he played Celtics. He played Milwaukee in his first
So he lost
season.
to Boston twice.
I think he got swept by Boston twice. That's 3 dinners for me.
Swept off, fam.
See, he doesn't know his past history. He doesn't.
I was talking about 86, but...
No, did you not say Milwaukee?
I was talking about 86.
He's on footage.
I was talking about 86 still.
He
He won 1 game. Wow.
He gets swept. That's
Should have got swept. He got friendly swept. Friendly sweep, man.
But yeah, Kawhi wasn't doing enough. But we know Kawhi didn't do enough. He's the leader of that team. The buck starts with him. And starts and stops with him. Just like he does for other people, but other people make excuses when it comes to some individuals like Messi. But that's just football. We're not talking about football.
Why? Why did you do this? Why? No, why?
Because it's true.
I didn't ask for a Messi talk today.
We're not talking about Messi.
No, this is what I said. I can't fathom your thinking process today. This is a basketball episode. You know what you're doing. Don't deflect. Hey, do not deflect.
Why are your feelings, man?
Do not deflect.
You need to be still. Why are your feelings?
It's my turn. Now.
It's my turn. No, but it's all cool. Paul PG, not even PG. Well, he's PG. He pays that. He needs parental guidance. His George Paul is a baby.
PG 13.
I mean, to be fair, in Game 5 and
PG 30%. Pandemic P. Way off
Backboard
P.
P. You know,
Backboard P.
That's a joke, man. I mean, for me, after that series, that confirmed to me.
Stolen P's.
He's not a 20. He's not a top 20 player in the league. That confirmed to me.
What a bold statement.
He's not a top 20 player.
I've got some top 20 players that will give worse performances in that spot.
He's not top 20.
I can name a few.
Give me Donovan Mitchell, give me Devin Booker, give me John Morant.
And you're drunk.
Give me them young.
You're all drunk because what did Donovan Mitchell do in his game 7? He was stinky.
What did he do to PG? Was it 2
was
seasons
stinky.
ago? You know, him out him, Westbrook and Melo by himself.
That's before he knew what pressure was.
He knocked him out.
When you're a young boy, that's what they say. Remember what they say? When you're young to something, you don't actually understand the pressure of what it is. Because I've seen PG in people forget what PG was.
In the end,
people forget what PG was. 2013.
To be fair, his injury was a bit mad.
2013. Do you know what PG was?
He was a bad man.
Do you know where he was?
He was a bad man. Took LeBron 7 games.
Even LeBron was high-fiving her done. There was a time when he was the main guy. He didn't have support and he was taking LeBron 6 or 7 games.
Yeah. But
He was taking them 6 or 7 games.
Back then. We're talking about now. We're talking about 2020.
Let's put some respect on PG's legacy.
Yeah, back then.
Because Donovan Mitchell was never in his life had moments like that. Never. And the makeup of his team is nearly the same as the makeup of Paul George's team in Indiana. There's never, ever. In fact, Gobert is better than Hibbert. Gobert is better than Prime Hibbert.
Donovan Mitchell's in the West. He knocked out.
He
knocked out PG, Westbrook, and Melo. I think it was in 5 games.
Yeah, Melo was a joke man that year.
He knocked out PG himself.
No.
He knocked out PG himself.
No, actually, let's look. Tell me the teams he's beaten in the playoffs.
So he beat obviously PG.
Yeah.
And what's called Westbrook and OKC. That was 2 seasons ago. Last season, I think they got knocked out.
Donovan Mitchell's not great.
Who got knocked out last season? I can't remember.
He lost to the Rockets.
Was it second?
He lost to the Rockets 2 years in a row.
Lost to the Rockets. Was it second round or first round? I believe it was second. I have to check. But he got knocked out of the Rockets. Fair enough.
And people were saying he's a stinker last year. He's a stinking guy. He's a stinking guy in the playoffs. Stinky.
This year he got knocked out by Denver Nuggets. They're a good team. I mean,
he got knocked out and he was 3-1 up. That's what I want you to remember. He was 3-1 up.
He was 3-1 up. You got to wear that.
Yep, wear that on your shoulders.
You got to wear that. Yeah, no.
Wear that on your shoulders.
At the end, he had minimal offensive help, but you know, got
and there is bubble player with a pinch of salt for the shooting. Man was shooting like something like above 50% in that series. We have to take that with a pinch of salt. That's not real life, fam. That's not real life. That's like guys that.
When Jokic is shooting all these percentages, you say
no. Actually, Jokic is real life because his players' averages always actually go up in the playoffs. That's even in the last 2 years.
Jokic.
In the last 2 years, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the best big man. The best big man.
Yeah, he is. We're off topic. After Kawhi was PG, but I think another guy that has to take nearly almost equal blame to Kawhi is a certain Doc Rivers. In my opinion, his job security should be, say, you know, in football country says the different standards or benchmarks. His one should be in jeopardy.
You think it's in jeopardy?
It's serious jeopardy.
It's not stable no more.
Very unstable. Very distorted. He should be in jeopardy. I mean, he's got the worst. He's lost the most game 7s. He's lost the most games series from up 3-1. He's done it 3 times now.
Yeah.
One with the Clippers, one with the Orlando Magic with what's his name, T-Mac, and now the Clippers. He's
done it twice with the Clippers.
He's done it 3 times. So I think one with Clippers, one with Orlando Magic, and one.
No, he's done it twice.
He hasn't done it 4 times, 3 times now.
He's done it twice with the Clippers and once with Orlando.
This is no. Is he?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's true. This is a different version of the Clippers, to be fair. I forget these guys in the Clippers.
You think it's a new team?
Well, it's supposed to be the team, but same.
No, a new team, dog. The same Clippers that haven't touched conference final in 50 years. 50 years, dog.
The Clipper curse. But yeah, his job should be in jeopardy. He said he wouldn't do a rah-rah speech. Maybe you should do one. You need to change it up. When something's broken, you fix it. When something's not broken, you don't fix it. When something is clearly broken, you fix it.
Yes.
I mean, and those type of things used to work when you had KG and them boys there, because KG's when you talk about rah-rah, that's KG all over, Mr. Passion.
To be fair, when he won the championship with the Celtics, they won Game 7 in the first round of that year as well. I think they went to 2 Game 7.
I think they basically played every game possible apart from 2 games. I think they played 26 out of 28 games possible.
That's nuts, dog.
For a team of that talent.
That's telling me a lot about that. But to be fair, Doc Rivers has won the second most amount of Game 7s as well.
And he's lost the most. He's overrated. He's overrated. He's not a elite coach.
He's overrated. He's not my guy.
No, he's good.
But look at his trim. Like, there's a lot of things that are questionable about him.
His job should be jeopardy.
Does he have hair or does he not have hair?
And you know what Kawhi came and said? He said that we weren't smart. That's a shot at Doc Rivers. He said we weren't smart enough.
They weren't smart though.
Who's the coach? So even then, the guy I feel sorry for the most is Ty Lue, because this was a bad look for Ty Lue.
How's it a bad look for assistant coach?
Because this is
he's the manager.
No, it's not the head coach. It's a bad look, man. 3-1. Because I could see teams using that as a reason not to hire him.
What's he got to do, Ty Lue?
Him.
They got Sam Cassell. He's probably gonna get a job with the Rockets. Ty Lue probably gonna get a job with the 76ers. They'll just come back with a first new cast. They'll get rid of Montrezl Harrell and get a proper big. That's probably what's gonna happen.
What about Zubac?
They need another one. Zubac was just fouling out, man. He tried against Jokic. He tried, but he just fouled out.
But yeah, that's what I have to say on Clippers. They disappointed me. They were my pick. I thought they were going to win it. They didn't. But like I said at the start, when I said a few episodes ago.
Don't try and justify. Tell me why you picked them. Why did you pick them?
My heart said the Lakers. My head said the Clippers.
That's a lie. You never said. I've never heard him say anything about it. I said it. It's so funny how people change their minds when things happen.
I said it.
Hindsight is a beautiful thing. He never said Lakers. He never said.
I said heart, Lakers, head, Clippers. Everyone knows LeBron's my favorite player. I just hold him accountable. But I hold my favorite guys accountable, unlike certain people. But I said heart, Lakers, head, Clippers. But what do you want me to say about the Clippers? What more? Say why they lost or what? I've been to why they lost. What other questions do you have for me? What more do you want to say?
What caused them to crumble against the Nuggets 3 times?
Just didn't execute. They got too comfortable. They're up some games 19, 17. I think game for 12. They're up big. They got lackadaisical, complacent. Maybe they overlooked them. And the Clippers, they took their lunch money in the end of the day. You know the old story about the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady. That's what the Nuggets saw. They're slow and steady. The Clippers are too fast. They were too fast. They thought, we got these boys down as calm. And then the tortoises came and creeped up and won the race. That's the story for you young ones out there.
Using nursery rhymes to justify his team's absolute crumble and disgrace. Poor from you.
They were poor. There's not much to say.
To be fair, I did say, I saw the game against Dallas and I saw that series and I was like, whoa. Looking back on it, I did mention, you saw the chat, you said what you saw, I said, Clippers might go out second round. I did tell you that.
You did say. Sure.
I did say. I said that because I saw the signs against the Dallas series. Porzingis was having his way, and if Porzingis had stayed fit, we do not know if the Clippers might have even made it out of the first round.
It's a very valid point.
And the funny thing for me, the Clippers didn't grasp the gravity of the situation. I'm hearing PG saying that this is not a championship and bust season.
This is why PG is a George Paul. Yeah, this is why if I was Kawhi, if a good trade offer came in for PG, I'll bin that man.
Well, I'm gonna give you something exclusive that people didn't know. Apparently, Kawhi didn't even want PG first. The first person he actually called was Jimmy Butler.
Oh, I heard about it, yeah.
So it could have been Jimmy and Kawhi. But apparently Jimmy had already put into the works that he was going to Miami. Obviously Pat Riley must have spotted him from a long time ago to know that he'd taken Jimmy. But so PG was the second option for this. I think OKC already knew that they were going to crumble. And now they were going to crumble with PG and Westbrook. They already knew that I'd run its course. It was clear to see he's run its course. PG wasn't an apt star. It was an apt star to take away Russell Westbrook's deficiencies, which is a lot. But now the OKC actually owns the Clippers' future.
What makes you think PG can?
KD did cover it because they got to the finals.
But they never won. Because KD's a
because of a dubious call in game 2, where LeBron got away with a foul. He got away with a dubious foul.
KD is a mummy's boy.
He got away with a dubious foul.
There's no leadership.
Go and watch that game.
Yeah,
Go and watch that game too.
Wait, didn't KD lose a 3-1 lead as well? He did, didn't he?
He did, yes.
He did.
But he didn't flame out like Kawhi. He didn't flame out because he was facing a 73 and 19. He was facing a 73.
He was up 3-1. He's a mummy's boy. He had Westbrook. You take Westbrook over PG, right? Wasn't Barker part of that team? Yeah, you take Westbrook over PG. I would. You flamed out as well. Interesting. Steph Curry blew a 3-1 lead as well. And Klay Thompson blew into interesting.
The ball got swept.
Huh? By who?
The Golden State got swept out of him.
We're Golden State.
Got swept out.
Yeah,
And so did KD lose his 3-1 lead against who? Golden State. So when you're using justifications, please be clear about how you're justifying it. Because a man got swept, couldn't win one, and a man's lost a 3-1 lead. I think there's two different things there. Yeah.
Okay, let's.
That means you exerted some dominance before. A man didn't exert no dominance. He just got his bum smacked like a fucking kid.
Let's break this down systematically. Was the Golden State that KD faced the same as the Golden State that LeBron faced? Yes or no?
1-1-73 games.
Was it the same?
1-1-73 games. One didn't win 73 games.
Let's go player by player.
No.
What team had
let's
KD?
talk about records. Because one team was better.
No.
One team had overcome...
I've got him.
No.
Keep talking.
One team was better. They had overcome more. Let me tell you the genesis of the Golden State Warriors team. It comes down to a series they played against the San Antonio Spurs. I think it was 2013, maybe around this time. And they took the Spurs 6 games. And they could have taken them to 7 if Bogut hadn't got injured in that season. That's the genesis of Golden State, where they realised that this is where we are. And they grew into a wonderful team with their Splash Bros. And they won 73 games.
You done?
The best record ever in the NBA. 73 games. Unfortunately, they were outdone because of a suspension to Draymond Green and a superhuman effort by Kyrie Irving. Superhuman effort by Kyrie Irving.
You done?
That's the greatest team never to win a championship.
You done?
And the other team, I don't know what they're talking about. I think they won 65 games. And they didn't have the depth of the 73 and 19.
You done talking rubbish? So what did you say at the very start of this episode about the regular season not meaning much? And Giannis' MVP is not really meaning much. But now you want to talk about 73 and 9 win teams, it means so much. But you got to be consistent here, fella. You can't be giving...
They won. You
can't be saying...
73 and 9, they won.
No,
so you're just going to say...
I know you speak. You can't be saying 73 now, the regular season means so much. But now you can't, for Giannis to say, he's a regular season wonder, doesn't really mean much. The KD Warriors, they didn't take the regular season seriously. They wanted to take the regular season seriously, they got close to 73 or even more than 73. That 73 win doesn't mean much because they didn't get the ring at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You know, it goes 73 with no ring. It doesn't have the same ring to it as the 72 and 10 that MJ and the Bulls.
The watered down league.
MJ and the Bulls had a night.
The watered down league.
It's funny that you talked about the way LeBron's Cavs in 2016 took them down. I don't know why you said Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie did have a super.
I'm just saying, all LeBron's performances, I give it as a given. We all know that LeBron performs.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to mention that, did I?
Okay.
Do you want to mention every time? Oh, LeBron had an amazing game. Actually, fourth quarter of game 2, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't that amazing, was it?
It sounded like you were
trying. It wasn't that amazing.
Trying to show shots at the best guy in the land.
No, he's not. Well, the best guy in the land.
Yeah, in the land.
The one that plays in Brooklyn.
That mummy's boy. We'll talk about him soon. But yeah, so what's good? It's funny.
You're so disrespectful.
You're so disrespectful. He's a mummy's boy.
You're so disrespectful.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a mummy's boy. Is there something wrong with being a mummy's boy?
You're so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful.
Are you a mummy's boy?
Yes, I am. Yeah. You're so disrespectful.
There's nothing wrong with being a mummy's boy.
You're
trying to distract me. So what's it called? They beat... So has Kyrie ever played to that level again? No. And why is that? Because it's under LeBron's leadership. He's gone to here, there, everywhere. Okay. And he's been...
Wait. He went under LeBron's leadership.
And he's been up and down.
So he's been around, he's done great performances with or without LeBron.
When?
Kyrie.
When was great performances without LeBron? When?
Played well in that Celtics season. Had some great performances.
In the regular season?
Played well, and he's not really had a playoff moment to show us that recently.
That's why
injured.
That's why I said him and KD, they're both flaky. They're both injury prone.
So you're telling me that KD's never played well?
Let me land. They're both flaky. They're both injury prone. They have no leadership skills. And then, if they don't bring a leader in, those guys are not winning a chip. They might get to a finals because they don't have that much talent. But I won't be surprised if they don't even make it to a finals. I won't be surprised.
You are so disrespectful.
I tell the truth. Guys can't handle the truth.
You need to understand what this next team represents.
The truth pierces. It penetrates.
KD got injured. Okay, he's gonna come back fit. It's not like you've not seen KD fit before. I've seen KD perform.
Achilles injuries, they're dangerous. It's not given. It's actually not given.
All we need is for them to string along a playoff series or 2, and then KD and Kyrie back to normal.
The Celtics are coming. Your boy
Tatum's
Tatum's coming.
We're gonna do. We're gonna eat Tatum. There's no way. What can Tatum do to stop KD? What can he do? You can't even dream about stopping KD at the moment.
The team effort. You don't stop LeBron.
But who's stopping Kyrie on that team? Because Kyrie's killing Kemba.
Marcus Smart can guard Kyrie.
It's killing Kemba. It's killing Smart. It's killing all of them. Who's stopping LeVert?
Kyrie will stop him.
Who's stopping Dinwiddie?
Kyrie will stop himself.
How can you stop all those playmakers? We have too many playmakers. There's nothing you can do about it.
We have too many cooks in the kitchen.
No, we have too many. You can never have too many guys you can go to in the big moments. You can never have too many guys. We all know who it is. The rotor. It goes KD, Kyrie, and everyone else. We don't need to even do that. Maybe the only person that thinks if you don't get chemistry right, you're gonna struggle. The Clippers have too many cooks in the kitchen. Maybe the only person that might think that all those wrong is Kyrie, but we'll pattern him. Steve Nash, we'll pattern that.
Steve Nash, you know, coach.
Steve Nash is a champion. It's basically a champion.
Not basically. Did he win?
Basically a champion.
He got two MVPs. One of them was phony.
So
did he win?
He's basically a coach on the floor. Respect Steve Nash. People respect what Steve Nash has to say.
I respect him, but I don't know if he can lead a team to a championship as a coach. Different being someone's friend where you're the consultant, you're talking about shooting, you don't have to be the bad guy. But now he has to be the bad guy. So when KD's flipping, messing around, I have to catch myself, didn't want to swear, you know?
Yeah, because you would have been paying for that.
When KD's messing around or Kyrie's messing around, he has to get up into them. Like Ty Lue, do you know what Ty Lue said to LeBron in Game 7? Do you remember?
Yeah, told him to F off.
No, against the Golden State. In Game 7, what he said to them? He said to LeBron. LeBron was, I think the first time LeBron
told him to shut up.
He said, I need more. He got into him.
He got into him
like this, I need more.
LeBron was talking.
Does Steve Nash have the minerals, the know-how to do that?
You think Ty Lue can tell?
Why are you standing
Ty Lue is telling people what to do. You don't think Steve Nash can?
Ty Lue's a champion.
Ty Lue got stepped over. He got stepped over. Ty Lue's greatest highlight is being stepped over.
He's a champion though. He was in that locker room with Kobe. He was in that locker room with Shaq. Ty Lue knows what it takes.
Ty Lue
knows
okay.
He was under Doc one, I think, when he won the Celtics as a coach. Ty Lue knows what it takes. Ty Lue's a champion. Ty Lue's got one of the most valuable championships in the history of the sport. Ty Lue's got LeBron's greatest moment on his resume. Steve Nash, he's got a lot to do. He's got a lot to do as a coach. He's not there.
What do you remember Ty Lue for?
As a player, Steve Nash knows better. We're not talking about player. We're not talking about pain. We're talking about coaching credentials. Ty Lue's a made man. That's why I said I feel sorry for him. That because he's gonna have to wear this 3-1 loss.
No, only you are going that deep. Only you are going deep enough to go there.
Yeah, because I think on
a
deep level. He's a made man. Ty Lue's a made man. Steve Nash, I don't know.
He doesn't want me to speak.
I don't know.
It's the Mellow Show.
I don't know.
One man ISO.
I don't know. One man ISO. Back. Let's
get out there, man.
Let's go talk.
Let me talk. So if Ty Lue can command the respect of the dressing room after being stepped over by Allen Iverson in such a disrespectful manner, why would you not think Steve Nash can?
I'm not saying he can't.
Steve Nash was a coach as a point guard. It's normally point guards that accelerate their careers into being coaches. If we look at the history of the game, look at Jason Kidd. He was a point guard. He's a coach. I'm trying to think about Doc Rivers, point guard, coach.
Yeah, what to Jason Kidd's coach career?
Jason Kidd's coming back. We all know he's going to be a coach soon.
Yeah, what happened to his coach career today?
He got his team to the playoffs.
Ooh. And they've sacked him.
Is that a live fact?
They sacked him
to the playoffs. I think it's easy.
In the East. In the Eastern Conference. They sacked him, innit? They sacked him off. The most I love Jason Kidd is, cool story. He was actually one of my favourite basketball players growing up. I should playing the games. I can't remember what NBA was. He was cold. Jason Kidd in his prime. One of the best pure point guards to ever do it.
I think you're drunk today. What did he sip today?
I was sipping.
What did he sip before he came on?
A hen dog raw. No chaser. I'm joking. You know what I mean? We'll see what. I'm saying there's a big question mark. Guys are getting ahead of themselves. And people got ahead of themselves with the Clippers this season. Namely me. I got ahead of myself. Look how we got burnt. He got punished. I don't know. KD's leadership skills, they're non-existent. Kyrie is a different guy, to be nice. And the rest of the boys, I don't know. If they don't get a leader in that dressing room, they're going to struggle.